Coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes now on first down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D. 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike. Night, sweetheart.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Baby. Pick six.
Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Is this crowd one of the best in the league? Especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Chiefs' 37-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good backside guys.
Nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Head better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From 2nd and 4. The Chiefs' 10-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, or all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 6 yards away. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Chiefs, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
We got a seal. Check back.
Now it's Mahomes again. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
I got him. Hey, 43. Hey, we got to get to that. Mike over there. 3 buds. Mike, let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Go. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Crunch.
Hey, Rimlet. 18.
Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
15.
Mike 42.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now a throw here to his running back. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Check, 47. Yeah, let's go second.
From the 50, it's Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They're running it. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Switch up, switch up. 45's the Mike, 45's the Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
11 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 7, Chiefs 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 9.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Mike 9. Mike 9. It's our time.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come back! Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Joker, 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 Joker. Kill, kill, kill. Nine the mic. Nine the mic.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Four down. Check. Four down. Mike 42.
Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Granted, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah.
I think that's one people remember. I also know this in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
Mike 42. Tackles.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Mahomes now on first down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. T. Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On first down, Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the handoff, Sermon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes flush to his right.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now here's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown! Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run out, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now a dump off here complete. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jakeem Grant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21, Chiefs 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Mike 42. Hey, pick your game up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. All right. 42's Mike. Attack. Check. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
D-line, get that quarterback.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
They certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike's 4-2.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
But I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Right 56. Alert.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cleveland. John Ross, 60 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chiefs 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, check.
Let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A check down here to Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Hey, 43, 15. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll make this a second down.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Browns continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Mike 9. Tighten up. Pull it together.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Here we go.
15. Mike 9.
Hey, force my right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
15.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
31. Three down. Check 4. Check 43.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Chubb, running right through him. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, What's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Ayuk on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Attack!
Mike 42, Mike 42. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
Don't get nervous.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here I come. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Check tight.
Mike, I don't need to. Check. Mike 42. Yo.
Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, here we go.
Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory at the 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the... Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike 9. Mike 9.
Watch the run.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
43.
Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there. Hey, get in the weight room. Mike.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Cleveland.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Powers through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yard. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's caught by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mahomes' throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line.
Mike 43. Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Let's go. Let's get it.
Now Mahomes. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Drive about to get started. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second and a couple, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Remember, we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
John Ross, a touchdown on a kick return, and now run through the air. And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Ayuk on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm coming after you.
From the 31, Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.